Hi everybody. In this video I will give you some additional information how you can use the post-processor Kalypso Flat. For using it we need to have in our workspace, we need to have some calculated results, for example from WSPM. So first we have to make sure that we have results in WSPM. I go to our model that we have, go through it and look at the results. And for example, I have here for my HQ100 status quo. This is what I want to use to generate the water depth. I have here my results that I can look at, for example, in the longitudinal section. Here I have my results. And also I have the results in the table. So now what I want to do now is I want really to generate the water depth exactly on the basis of a raster. So not only on the basis on our planar view that we have here, but really on raster. I want to generate the water depth. So when I'm sure that I have values here, so I look at them, then I can go on and use Kalypso Flat. And I do so by going here to Help, Welcome. And now I'm back on my screen, and here I go to Return to Welcome page. And now I use our post-processor Kalypso Flat. Again, we have no project, but I prepared a project for you. I put it on the team drive. And I will import it now, right now. And it is called Flat for Students, the project. I do it, and the project's name is As the Water Depth. And I import this to Kalypso Flat. I say Finish. And here I have my project As the Water Depth. I will open it. And now I get the Kalypso Flat perspective. This is a little bit different compared to WSPM. This is a little bit more user-friendly. So here I have now a real workflow with tasks to do. Again, here I have my map, and here I have some map tools on the right side, and down here we have an outline. Here I already again prepared a map with some base data. I will zoom out. This is only the WMS server in the background. Here's our river Este. This is our river. And I also imported a terrain model on a raster basis. So this is a very, very fine terrain model, a high resolution terrain model here. Okay, and what we want to do now is we want to generate the water depths here in this area or along the whole river that we have when we have an HQ100 flat. To do it, I go here on Manage Input Data, and I make a double click on Manage Flat Events. And then I go to my map tool here and click on Add Event, and I will call my event, let's say HQ100 status quo. Here, this is my event, and now I can add some results with import tin, and here I have my Este1D WSPM model, and here I can choose the results that are in the workspace. Here I see all the results that are available in the workspace, and I want to have the results from HQ100 status quo that I did in WSPM. I check this and I say Finish, and now the results are imported. I will switch off the terrain model that we can see, and this is the water level generated from WSPM. So the thing is that now we have a water level, but we really want to have a water depth. And for getting it, we need to subtract the water level. We have to subtract the terrain elevation from the water level. And exactly this Kalypso Flat is doing. We can do this so a terrain model is already imported. So I can make a double click here on Manage Digital Terrain Data. And every time when I switch in the workflow, I'm asked if I want to save. And of course I want to save since I changed something. And here I can manage my terrain data. For example, I can adapt the legend. if I want to. But when I switch it on, I like this legend, that's why I'll leave it like it is. Okay, the next thing is I can make some adaptations, which is not necessary at the moment. I want to generate the water depth. Oh, I make a double click on that. And here I can choose for which event I want to generate water depth. I have only one event imported. I check it, say OK. And now the simulation is running. And now at every raster cell, the water depth the terrain elevation is subtracted by the water depth. So it's already finished. And this is here finally my result. So I can switch off terrain model, and I can also switch off here the water levels. And here I really get now my information of the water depths along my river in a high resolution, high raster resolution. If I just click it here in the outline, I click on it, and then I want to get, if I want to have the information here, that there is a new exercise. If I want to get now the raster information or the water depth information, I can also customize the legend. If I want to, I can do it like here, manage water depth. I can go here, and now I can also change the legend if I want to. So that part for the water depths from 0 to 0.1 meter, they are set to invisible, which makes of course sense. So since such small water depths are such small water depths in this area, our equations are not valid anymore, and at least a water depth of 0 we don't want to have. So this is the way on how we can generate the water depth. And as we can see here, when I go with the mouse pointer on it, I directly get the water depth from a cell. So if I want to know the water depth here in this area, I can go here and I see that I have a water depth of at least around about 2 meters. So, and with this post-processed result, I can make, for example, a risk analysis. So since I have the water depth at every cell of my raster. So I wish you good luck for the finishing task number 2, and yeah, see you in the next video.